Vai ter que colocar de novo. Quando sai, tem que apresentar de novo. Our meeting, and today we have the presence.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Miguel Ángel Guevara López. Professor Garrido present me. I am Cuban, but I am living in Portugal for 20 years ago. First of all, I want to thank Professor Romero Chávez and Professor Garrido. Sorry. To send to Professor Romero and Professor Garrido by the invitation to come here to make this presentation, to participate, and all the coordinators of the conference. I will first try to present to me. I am licenciated in mathematics. I have a PhD in technical science. I am a young man. I finished my licenciature in 1988, my PhD in 1997. Concerning this presentation, I am a full member of the European Society of Radiology, European Society for Hybrid Molecular International Imaging, also European Society of Medical Imaging Informatics, a Portuguese Association for pattern recognition, and also I belong to, I am a member of a non-profit international network for the cooperation in applied research, visual computing, interaction, and artificial intelligence. And my background is in computer vision, artificial intelligence, mainly in application in biomedical image and data analysis. But before I was working in agricultural application, computer vision in application in agricultural, computer vision in biotechnology, and from can be 2000, 2003, 2004, working in Portugal, I began to develop application of artificial intelligence in medical imaging. This, for me, is my main area of interest. This is why today I will try to show you more or less my experience in this kind of technique, starting off with classical machine learning and ending with more emergent technology applied to medical imaging analysis. Okay, first, one thing is important when we go to apply machine learning, when we go to apply artificial intelligence. One thing is very important. We need to have data. We need to have data and quality data. This is why in 2008 we decided in Portugal to build the first breast cancer digital repository with patient case annotated with cancer or not cancer. Okay, my apology for my Cuban English. I know it's not so good. If you don't understand something, please tell me. I can speak Portuguese also. This is was the sorry. I lost one part here, but this is the second part of my presentation. The first part is about the building of the breast cancer digital repository, which is today released for public domain. If you send me an email, I can give you access to this repository. This repository is a sample of several benchmarking data set for use for develop machine learning classifier for mass breast cancer and also for microcalcification. Okay. Therefore, I go directly to that. It's important also to talk about the background for this research. It is clear that presently breast cancer is one of the most the cancer with more incident in the worldwide level, and I am not clear, but this presently is the cancer with more incident in worldwide level. Okay, it's occurring in all countries in the world. Okay, also it is important to know that have been created many data sets, many repositories to work with that, but mainly of these repositories are private repositories. Okay, one thing is important, as I mentioned before, that to make machine learning, it is important to have enough data and also data with quality. Okay, this is why our first work was to try to develop this repository. In this first repository was based on mammographic image, okay, mammographic image modality, and also we try to cache all the clinical information. Like, for example, I don't know if you know about the breast cancer, but it's created by the USA Academy of Radiology, was created a kind of classification, namely by RAT, in which they can classify what is the type of the tumor. Okay, then this first repository was building with biopsy probe. This is very important to have a coding standard when we want to develop machine learning classifier. And recently, also many developed countries are working also with omic data. I will talk about that after. Okay. This is also some interesting thing that we know we need to know in order to understand this. This is the more important. At present, it is possible to establish an association between tumor molecular biomarkers and algorithmic assessing quantitative imaging radiology. Okay? Our work today is focused to develop a framework in which we can develop and validate quantitative imaging biomarker. Okay? The first work that I will present here was only to detect if some image has present cancer or not cancer. Okay? And the last application is more focused to identify breast cancer phenotype. Okay? Because this is the more important. Yesterday, I don't know if you participated in the presentation of Professor Isan. Today, all the work is focused in personalized medicine. Therefore, it is very important to identify really what is the phenotype of cancer in order to take the real therapy. Okay? I will pass this because it's only to prepare to know why we want to go to this kind of thing. Okay? But I am mentioned this was the first work. My presentation will divide it in two. This is an example. Okay, this is the institution that participate in the development of this first repository. It's mainly the more important is the Centro Hospitalar San João in Portugal. Is the biggest hospital in the northern part of Portugal. Okay, and we make an agreement with the imaging department and a team of 5 radiologists take the work to annotate manually the pathological lesions that appear in the passing case. Okay, this repository has 1,000 mammography, field mammography passing case, and also has 1,000 full field digital mammography passing case. Okay, this is more or less an astra of the information that is contained in this repository. This is the URL that you can visit to have access to the repository. So if you want to make download of the data set, please send me an email. I give you the access to download. It was created a total of 5 benchmarking data sets. 3 of them focus on mass, on tumor nodule of breast cancer, and the other was focused on microcalcification, because in breast cancer is starting off with microcalcification. Okay, therefore it was important to have 2 kinds of data set to try to find machine learning classifier for that. Okay. This is some examples of the information that is contained in the data set, but in the database, but the data set that are released for public domain are benchmarking data set, are only focused on breast masses and microcalcification. Okay. This is more or less information about the composition of the product. This is the age interval for the pattern of the repository. Okay, and this is for field mammography data set, and this is for full field digital mammography. Okay, in the moment that we developed this research, the idea was trying to develop machine learning classifier using field field mammography based data because it's less quantity of data, it's less, the image, as I remember correctly, the field mammography image was scanned in a normal scanner is 768 by 1024 pixels. Okay, this is the low dimension film mammography. Was not scanned in a scanner proper for that. It was a good scanner, an A3 scanner, good scanner, but it's not the scanner proper for this purpose. But it was interesting because we also make a comparison between classifiers developed with film mammography using the data set with a digital film mammography, digital mammography, sorry. Okay, this is some of the information that is included in the data set. We try to based on mammography modality, we try to find, listen to the radiology that participating in the study, to include some clinical features that are important for classify breast cancer tumor associated to mammographic image. Okay, this is what I did. To try to combine clinical features and a future extracted from medical imaging. Okay, I will show you some examples. For example, here, this is a set of features that are computed from the image. You need to remember that the radiologist made the work to annotate the lesion specific contour, the edge of the tumor, like this. I don't know if you can see well here. It's possible to turn off the light this part, but they take the work to annotate the lesion. Okay, we made a kind of prototype application which using, I don't know, because you are one of the people here is very young, but we use an algorithm that is, the name is intelligent scissor, that is also the Bulgarian name Guy White, I don't know if you know. It's an algorithm that allows to segment it. You need only to make some appointment point in the contour of the object, and you can segment it online. This was used by the radiologist. Of course, we create a kind of mammography workstation, okay, and they use that to annotate all the lesion. It's a difficult work, but they only need to make some point to mark some point in the contour, and we receive the control, all the annotation of the position, the coordinated of the lesion. Okay? And these are the parameters that after many studies we identify. I mean, near to 12 or 13 14 parameters that has better performance when they are used for produce machine learning classifier. This one, area, perimeter, correlation, mean, standard deviation, simple mathematical function that we use the patch of the image, make the coordinated to extract this kind of parameter. It is clear, for example, in the radiology community, that when a tumor is more circular, is normally is a benign tumor, and also is the more deformed contour is more related with a malignancy. Okay, this was really a very interesting study with many researchers. I coordinated this work, but it's not only my work; it's the work of many people that was working in that. Okay. What was our experimental strategy here? Was take different data set, benchmarking data set. In the moment that we develop this investigation, don't exist. It was the moment in what the deep learning was starting to be developed. This first work is not about deep learning. Okay, it's only traditional machine learning classifier. Okay, and was needed to handcraft the fusion. Okay, to have a good classifier. This is why we take the work to explore. I mean, it was near to 4,000 groups of descriptors, okay, in order to find the best based on intensity, texture, shape, and can be also multi-scale, okay. And remember also that we have the possibility to combine the future extracted from image also with clinical data. Was one thing that was very interesting, that we can produce classifier with 85% of accuracy using only clinical data. Using only clinical data. This is important to this kind of data. So I don't decide this data. It was the radiology, it was the San Joan Hospital who decide this, and we included when we captured the patient data based on mammography. Also, we have ultrasound, but it's not for all patients. The study was focused on mammography. It's a kind of computerized diagnosis system. In this first part was developed a computerized diagnosis system. This was the target producer classifier for diagnosing breast cancer to malignant or benignant lesion. Only said was all this first part was binary classifier. Okay, in order to decide is cancer or not. Okay? This is the idea. This is what our experiment. Okay, and in the moment that we developed this was the main machine learning classifier. Support information. Neural network is still not focused on deep learning. Okay, and random forest. I remember well, the best classifier was using random forest. I will show you after. Okay. These are the data set, the benchmarking data set that was developed. It's F mean field mammography and D mean digital full field digital mammography. Okay. Then you have this. If you want, you can download this data set. Okay. And also, it is important to have a data set in which you have normal image, okay? Normal passing case. Passing if you don't have any lesion, okay? Therefore, the lab will produce also this, okay? These data sets are presented in two flowers. One of them is CSV file, only with metadata and pre-computed image fusion. Okay, this is for people that want directly to produce a machine learning classifier based on this golden standard from the standard data set. All the case, passing case that are included here has biopsy pro. Okay, for malignant and also for benign. Okay? And this one is only with metadata. For metadata, you need to understand that metadata is the clinical data by RAT, all the data associated with the lesion. Okay? For people with the image, of course, with the image to develop. I want to say that this website is in this moment is online, but it's from 2000 from 2014, 15 is not updated. Okay? We need to update that. We are producing now a new database based on magnetic resonance imaging. Okay? Let me show you some results. The work make this kind of data set. This is the main result. We work many is a massive exploration of how to say descriptor, future descriptor developed by other researchers and also by us. Okay, and for this work we developed based on the discovery gradient, we developed a new feature, a new kind of future for masses, breast cancer masses, that we name histogram of gradient diversity. Okay, and we compare the 11 kind of group of the picture, compare the result of this okay. This is all some group of scripts that we use in this study. It's a making moment, Harari fusion. Harari, for me, was the father of the computer. Okay, that the definition of Harari is still in 1992. I mean, but it's still current. Okay, and these are all the group of the scripts that we use in this payload or to learn. Okay, I can bring you also one bibliography. I present here the main result of this investigation. We, we present a new gradient diversity in which we a good accuracy, a good performance to detect breast cancer. Okay? I try here to send also the link to the papers to reach, okay? The case to reach. Some result, for example, with ovulation, when I mention ovulation, I mention mammographic mass and also microcalcium. Okay, this is ovulation. This is the result of the group with the crypto or even crypto from here is the producer, the crypto that is clinical. As I mentioned before, only use clinical that in the value in the hospital we can apply 85%. And this is very exciting. We can pass one day to talk about that, but it was a hard work to try to produce all these values. And also we use several machine learning classifiers. We use support machine, we use artificial neural network, we use we use decision tree also. But this is the result. We apply all the okay? Here is only using the, the data set with masses. Okay? Okay? And here you see that the result clinical data also was very you see, this is applied to machine can avoid decisions different artificial neural with all different. I don't know if you understand well this that was developed by us are the creatures that are developed by others. Okay? I don't know. All of you have any questions? Want to continue? No? And this is the result of the classifier. Okay? In the victim and also I don't that also use it. And the best result was with random. Okay? Of course, this time, there. And we produce, this is the workflow that we use. This is for development. I prepare, I got all the image fusion data based on biopsy problem, okay, and using to classify. And with that, we produce the classifier. And with the physician, we classify. Okay, the idea, you know, about machine learning, we are to develop a good model after put to production. This is why we say in the production idea, we produce an imagine representation for that. We show you the video with the result. This is the way. I think this is the CQ. This is a what name it MIGWA. This is a mammography image orchestration for diagnosis. Sorry, but it's in Portuguese. This is the clinical data that was identified by radiology, by physician. This is the okay. You can see here the light white is the intelligent season algorithm that has the possibility to at some point the control one project and do one use a segmentation of this project. Okay? You can select what is the grade that you want to use. Okay? And this system was installed in the hospital and the radiology has the possibility to easy to get the real result, okay? To extract the fusion that we use, the imagine fusion, it is needed to have the real. Okay? using this system, you can pass the selected region to the machine learning classifier after you receive a classification. Okay? Different machine learning classification. Example here was more the classifier with more accuracy was the support vector machine. Okay? Unfortunately, this is not go to the real clinical workflow because I don't know here, but in European Union it's very difficult to produce a system which is classified by a medical device. Okay? Certification is very difficult to have this certification. Okay? Um, we don't advance with that. We're preparing, we have the result, the radio which the hospital use, but they can't avoid that no approved. Okay? This is some achievement result with this application is the first part. Okay? It's near to 2012, 2015. After that, we decide to apply deep learning. Okay? Learning, we have a pioneer work of deep learning application that I will show you here. Okay? This is a kind of representation learning using convolution neural network. Okay? We use a field tomograph data set that we call as benchmarking. Okay, this we focus only in the breast cancer mass. Okay, what for the contribution here? We make a kind of data augmentation. I'm talking about 2014 and 15 started the, the deep learning application in medical imaging. I mean, this work is focused visited by 365 papers. Okay, and the idea was to compare the classified developed by using deep learning evolution we make convolution of neural network to compare with our previous result. This is the work of the application of deep learning. We use this application simply preparing for deep learning. This prepared for develop classifier based on deep learning. Okay, this is the process. This is very important. The process is very important in any application. And so we can improve the data that we feed to machine learning classifier. Okay, and after the number of the last I didn't lie, and we use the highlight the layer with another classifier, with the machine, to try to group the good of okay? This is the network and what is the simple network compared with the network that are developed today. But what the good accuracy. Use the patch directly the pixel of the image to classify. Right? Train and learn future that you bring the learning vocabulary. And this work was developed and in 2000, 2015. Published okay? And this is an example we well, it's also binary classification model. We can separate cancer and no cancer. In this case, it's only with breast mass. We don't use here classification. Okay? The result. This is, for example, CNN2 is only using imaging. Okay? This is using event performance group with test before. Okay? And this that we make CX3 in combining clinical with clinical data. We in the previous research we identify 13 features that are good for detect mammographic mass. Like area, like diameter, I can show you before okay, we use the combination of the CNN with the crafted fusion. Because, in my opinion, now the people want to use only deep learning. But if you have a handcrafted feature that you validate before that can be used, I think it's better. Okay? All the things be solved using deep learning. Okay? If you can solve a problem using another more simple technique, it's not needed. Okay? It's my personal opinion. Okay? But it's a demonstration that combining deep learning, CNN, in this case is bidimensional, to with CNN, combining with graphic okay? Group, group result of all are not the best result. We apply 80, 83, 83, 84% accuracy. Okay, that's with I mean, it was a pioneer work using deep learning to pregnancy. Okay. Area of the I mentioned 80, 84, but it's 80, 80. The more important contribution here was first to apply data augmentation, not by using TensorFlow because or Python because in the time we use that we use Teano. I mean it was a primary TensorFlow. No, don't use it. Today Teano don't use it. No more use it. Still use it today. But it wasn't really interesting because we need to some of the people that was participating in this work are from Bologna. It's near to here. It's the National University of Bologna. We have two PhD work that we use a supercomputer that they have in the university. It's impossible to do that using it. Also, the time the NVIDIA or the graphic card is not more developed like today. But what was for us what the first approach was interesting. Now I will talk about the new project. Started one level ago, 1 year. I make now an agreement. It is important if you want to work with medical imaging. You need to have hospital. You need to have a sector that for two things because they have the raw material, have the information, and also you need some people that validate the work. Because I am not physician, I am not radiologist. We need the physician, we need the radiologist in order to validate our effort. We have this moment we are with the breast unit, the Setúbal Public Hospital. Okay, in this moment we have near to 300 they have fasting case, but now we are capturing all the information. We are capturing. Of course, this study is based on magnetic resonance. Okay? We have here the pathology, we have here the pathology, we have here the clinician, we have here all the things that work it's very important. They are supplying all the information. We are in this moment in the process to anonymize this information. And also, in parallel, we try to start our work, and we show you the trend is participating the Polytechnic University of Setúbal, participating the University of Minho is another university in Portugal, and also I participated in a team of from different areas. This is the key point here. One thing is important. At least in the European Union, the way we go to magnetic resonance imaging. Countries like Germany are focused to try to use magnetic resonance imaging still in screening. Okay, it's internationally mammography is the election modality for screening. But some developed countries are working to hold kind of abbreviated magnetic resonance imaging. Not all the studies, but it's also for physician. In mammography, normally the radiologist has four images: cráneo and medio lateral with images. But in magnetic resonance, it's the pattern we have capturing are from 300 to 600 lakh images. Okay, for each pattern. Many stories. Another thing that it can be the future also, when you have is not clear the identification when you go to hybrid imaging that is combining the case of breast cancer is combining magnetic resonance. It's a more invasive. Magnetic resonance imaging until now is not produced any problem with the human body. Okay? Therefore, it's expected to be the also has more in studies. I forgot to include it here. But many studies for example, demonstrating that 40% of breast cancer that are not detected in mammography can be detected using magnetic resonance. Therefore, I think this is the way, this is why we want to go to this. Also, in order you can understand my life, we are this is very important. From 2011 to 2012, was presented the idea to do quantitative image by market. Also, was a change of paradigm from to quantitative paradigm in cardiology. Okay, and then also the field try to identify image field you can align, you can match with other things. You can align, for example, like, okay, and this is the intention. We work to try to create a framework in which we can develop and validate quantitative measure by measure. This is also in the literature, it also is named cardiography also. But the idea is an imagine by a marker, a quantitative imagine by a marker is a set of future imagine, imagine future but abstract in that when they are present in an interval, you can put this with, for example, with the idea here is to try to develop biomarkers that you can link this image fusion with, for example, the main phenotype of the life. And this is our intention. This is our intention, and in this sense, we make a revision of the data set open from studio the mic work because our data set is in development right now. This work that I think I will present here for is using the public domain data. It's not our data set, but we are our own data set. Okay? It's only to mention here the idea with quantitative image by marker or cardiology. For me, it was a very paper and a very good work presented by Lamy, leader, that we say that idea is to combine all these professions, anatomy, physiology, metabolism, protein, okay, genomic future, and using that, our idea is to try to make a match between imagine by market quantitative future with phenotype, with the movement. And in this level, we want to explore the development data set, okay, to try to start our work because with our data set is impossible because we don't have much complicated. It is developing. Also, I want to say something here that it was very difficult. It was 2 years trying to have the ethical committee letter to start the project. Okay, all the physicians, the community have all the intention to work, but the ethical committee of the hospital need to pass a letter to say, okay, the project can receive that only 3 to 4 months ago. Okay? After 2 years trying to train that, and all the team will be to to participate. This is important. Okay? This is why I named this proposal, this proposal prime. Prime by what? It's precision imaging medicine. Okay? We have the idea of trying to identify and new kit, quantitative imaging biomarkers. Okay? This framework, in this moment, we are working focused in breast cancer, but if we develop this, can be used in another organ, like liver, for example, but lung is more explored. At present, is the explored in this, but because other thing that I want to say here are the people that know that every day are publishing papers about the market, about quantitative imaging, but many of these investigations don't go to the clinical practice. Why? Because they don't make a link between the developer market and the clinical outcome. This is very important thing. The clinical outcome is important because if you develop that in experimental setting, it's not then if you want to work in this area, you need to focus in link you to say computer science development, you machine learning classifier, this link with clinical outcome. It's very important. And you need a kind of reverse engineer. Okay, you need to talk with the physician and say, what are the clinical variables that you need to know for classification to identify tumor, for example, and then you need to work to try to find, in this case, to try to find the future, the imagined future that can represent this. Okay? This is the idea. It's more or less the information that we are capturing in this moment. We are working with this kind of equipment. It is a problem. We need to make a process for normalization. And it's important. Okay? This is only a sample of the clinical data that we are capturing. This was supplied by the laboratory, but I don't know. The old information in this case, as I mentioned, it is focused on the okay? Here, and this is our target here, is to not to say this is a breast cancer. The idea is to say this is a breast cancer lumina age phenotype. This is the lumina B phenotype, lumina B, right? Okay, and this is the more important phenotype. This is not said by me, it's said by the radiologists that are working with it. Okay? Sorry. And we are in this moment in parallel with this study because we don't receive the ethical letter of the hospital to start the work. We go to the internet, we go to explore it, to try to find some data set that can use for our to start our development. Okay. This is the thing I want to do. And we go to the TCAI. This is a USA repository. Okay. Okay, this is the USA repository that say off. I find here that allows to start our work after the break. Okay, we continue. I will show you the result.
Well, thank you. This section is divided into parts. But first, if you want to bring some questions or some comments, please.
Until here, you have any point?
First of all, thank you for the presentation. Regarding the descriptives you mentioned earlier, what aspects or what technique did you use to classify the texture within
What technique we use to for the image descriptor?
for the texture descriptor? What did you use?
For the tension.
Yeah.
Work was not the work was for diagnosis. And we receive the patch of the image, the contour of the lesion. We don't. I will show after here an application for the tension in MRI. Okay, but this is work we the physician to make a circle, to make a rectangle to the bound, because we need the boundary population, and the classifier assumes that you are supplying a pathological lesion or a region, the mammogram, for example, that you want to employ.
Actually, I don't know if I understand what the question. Your question is the text, the texture. Okay.
Did you mention like some descriptors, like texture? Oh,
The texture feature.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
that
sorry.
is.
Sorry, texture feature, we use for that many scripts. Okay, many scripts. I can show you. For example, many of these are future projects, not developed by us. It's developed by others. Okay? But in this development, in this application, we use intensity, we use change, and multiply. Right. Okay, but not any future tool parameter was developed by us.
So you mentioned the pre-processing of the online. So in one of those, which I didn't quite understand, was the global normalization. What was global?
In this case was global. No,
So what's the global?
only for the patch. We use we are the previous work we was focused in diagnosis. Okay, the classifier was developed to classify new entities. Okay,
I understand that, but I just wondered, what did you know first? How did you normalize? And B, did you how much did the results?
for example, from simpler to more developed way. For example, many of these videos coming with big format. I mean, the big deck is 12 big, 16 big. Is only for representation of the entity, okay? And we convert all to eight big deck, okay? Using only two 56 different levels of grade, okay? But also we use some filter to try to improve the contour of the region, okay? The road, the pathological. But I think we use it if we want, okay?
I suppose that one of the concerns that you present data from several equipment, for example. I don't know if the concern is direct. I don't know.
about
No,
the
no,
normalization.
I understand. You are looking specifically in email processing, pre-processing.
I was.
It's very important. It's very important. You win the war with the pre-processing. Very important for any application. Right? Using, for example, deep learning is so important to use pre-processing. It's the main thing because so many problems.
The question is how much do the agency values change? If you have the data, how much increase the agency curves, like agency values, you need to understand quantitative impact.
I don't understand well your question.
The question related with the final result, the AUC, the area on the curve. How
The
important
accuracy,
is-
the accuracy.
How much would the accuracy?
The accuracy.
Considering the pre-process, how important is this initial step?
It's a very important question. A critical question. I don't remember exactly, but for example, I am sure that here, in line of fusion is very important to this topic, okay? Because if you reduce the intensity, of course, you have more difference, but it's possible that you lost some information. Okay? The computer vision point of view, okay? But this is a real topic. Example, many people make today data augmentation, and if you make data augmentation and you use a high degree of rotation, for example, it's not the same. It's not the same future, and also depends on the intensity of the image. Okay. If you want, we can talk.
Maybe my question is very basic, but you say that you use a combination of data, like containing digital and images.
Combination of data is used clinical future, like I can do, for example, like what which is the is a this I need I mentioned that it's method. Okay. Using also the this is the combination. But it's not fixed number. The future, o sea, the metadata, I don't know which is the question. It's in this. This is the metadata that we use.
Thank you again. We have a coffee break right now, and after that,